Guess the motherfuck what? You wouldn't if I told your ass hats. Yes, I am. Jumped again. Clinked like a stupid motherfucking bitch that won't give up. This time gets really good. The allegation has escalated. Again, it's an escalating allegation at this point. And at this point, the allegation has escalated to being in public with a knife, threatening common citizens. Man, you wish. Here's what I really did. There's only one thing I've been doing this whole motherfucking time, and I had to do it 18,000 times, and it is to my satisfaction. I'm very happy with the results. Digital trillionaires, that's what you're actually looking at. In 2015, at Whistle Radio, when they clouded my account through my work account, right? Remember when we all got emails? Right after that, we all got work invitations to double those emails through our work accounts, essentially creating the cloud, which created the work ID, which would eventually try and get back into the home IP and create this digital, easily hackable, completely monitorable digital identity that tags look, I got a dog bite. It was so fun. It was the most fun I've had in weeks. Dog bite. Anyway, huge Rottweiler. Fucker was massive. Fucker had to be 300 pounds. Fucking just, he was literally hanging in air from my arm at one point. I know. It was amazing. But the only thing I did that whole time was say, oh, you want to cloud my identity? No. No, you don't. Well, I'm going to say no. Everyone's like, at this point, they're like, yeah, but everyone else said, why not just let them try it? Not you, bitch. And I'm like, no. Everything I was doing, all those minutes were twofold. Keeping my identity from being stolen, hacked, replicated, and discoverable in a cloud account, and making sure basic phone lines stayed functioning. Now, within that, I got a lot of punishment from the internet providers and the cell phone providers of certain fun technologies, but those were my two main objectives. You will not give me an identity. Even ideally, I went for the IP address. Ideally, I'm going to get that IP address fucking solved because it's bunk and I know it. Because I knew that IP address was a three-way platform. Caller, uninvolved party. Not cool. And I eventually did get the IP address back. But the two main things, and it took me 18,000 transactions, and it looked it didn't look wow. There was only one person on my tail the whole time cornering me. I wasn't allowed to talk to the public through any of it. I was decidedly isolated, targeted, harassed as shit. Look at me. And chased. Dude, all I did was very simple. No, I don't care how easy you think it's going to be. I'm not letting you cloud and then clone and then all that shit, my identity. And it took me until yesterday, and it could still be a possibility for me going forward. These guys are so desperate to try and pull into being something they've been working on since, well, the IP address, 2009, 2015, somewhere in there. Not a big deal. But just so you all know, on my Facebook feed, yeah, I'm clinked again. And yeah, this time it's really bad. This time I must have been somewhere near doing what the allegation is. Okay, so there's an allegation. It's got to be somewhere, ma'am. No, it doesn't. It's a totally false allegation. It's a totally false allegation. It doesn't have to be somewhere in between. Show the footage then. Let's roll the tape. You know what I mean? Like, they're still like, well, this one says you escalated to threats and violence and had a weapon. So, still not my story. I'm 100% refuting that reality. Now what? It's got to be somewhere in between. Let's settle on that and form you anyway. Yeah, no, that's what you decided there, fucking very unethical practitioner of malpractice. Why did you do that and then pinch my tit? You did. You pinched my tit. Coming in. I'm supposed to trust you. I do. But you're going to be my voice back to reason. You're going to be the one that eventually understands, you guys, that I trust here, what I just went through. And that I didn't just have a flip when I was about to be a diplomat. You really pissed me off. You took down a good fucking woman for no reason. And I'm not even fucking ended. I just want back to my life. Anything. And now I've got, okay, well, as long as that pineal gland of hers gets under control. No, bitch, I'm intuitive. I'm always going to be intuitive. I'm always going to be free moving. I'm always going to be freely associative. I'm always going to be contributing. You can sedate that shit all you want. I come to realize in the end, you know what? If that's the ask that will stop this, we'll see. If Daddy takes another swing, I'm going to stop him yet again. Daddy is the one that keeps swinging, I promise. And by Daddy, I mean anyone with vested interest in that ridiculous barcode. The fucking COVID. I know, the COVID is very serious. It's very real. This winter has been only about one thing. Setting up pinpoint locations that prove beyond a doubt accuracy that the COVID exists. It's all you have left. You'd be don't say, You'd be terrorizing us with it otherwise, and you know it. All you have left is, of course, my mom's asylum is in COVID lockdown because, again, it's pure retaliation at this point. Anything to make my mom suffer. Do you know how long these guys have been putting my mother through it just to get to my ass? Do you have any idea? Not one of you asked. Not one you asked. You just made the failed mistake of saying, since an allegation exists, it must be somewhere in between. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm stuck 3 more days in chill mode. And then I'm going after prisons because nobody will ever rehabilitate from chill mode. You can't have growth-like thoughts when you're stuck in a cell. So you're fucked, courts. Again, you're fucked. Again, you fucking dumbasses up there in that dirty ass boomer echelon that do all these terrible crimes think that we're letting you get away with it like you let yourselves off on it. We would just like you to stop justifying how you're going to get to retirement by letting yourselves off on it and then letting us get on with a more dignified life. The infrastructure's already set, bud. The infrastructure was well on its way, but you boomer fucktards have crippled everything. And by everything, I mean courts and prisons and cops. Forget those dudes. Forget your fucking security networks that we don't need. That was all infrastructure for your insanity. Now what? Particularly with prison inmates, they're not getting rehabilitated in the cells. Guess what? I can confirm it. Now that is all we got coming out of this. And that's one big step for mankind, if you ask my asshat. Nice to see you. Thanks for listening.